Harvey Weinstein appealing his sex crimes conviction just over a year after he was sentenced to 23 years in jail. Weinstein's lawyers claim he didn't get a fair trial and that the judge violated his constitutional rights. NBC News correspondent Ron Allen joining me now. Ron, Weinstein's legal team claiming one of the jurors in this trial was biased. What is their argument here? And any response from the prosecution just yet?
Weinstein's team claims that the juror was writing a book about sexual predators, a male sexual predator, and didn't reveal that while she was being questioned to become a juror. The defense, the attorneys for the accusers dismiss all of that and basically say that the jury has spoken. It's just one of the claims that Weinstein's team is making, and this is not surprising because as soon as he was convicted and sentenced, they said that he hadn't gotten a fair trial, and they say that it's very difficult and almost impossible for him to get a fair trial because there's so much bias in the media, in the court system, in the country against him, is what they are maintaining. But they outline at least a half a dozen different basis for appeal, including the juror, the judge. They say the sentence was harsh. He was sentenced to 23 years out of a possible 29. They say that was excessive and harsh. And they zeroed in also on this prior bad act aspect of the case where several other women accusers were allowed to testify against him, even though their claims were not part of the case necessarily. The prosecution was trying to prove that Weinstein was a sexual predator, that he had a pattern, which is why the judge allowed this to happen. It's an echo of the Bill Cosby case, you might recall, where a similar process happened. Again, all this is going to be appealed to the Supreme Court. It's in this appeal. The prosecution you asked for, the Manhattan District Attorney, has not responded. They said that they will respond in their brief to the court at the appropriate time. Allison?
Ron, do we have any idea when we can expect a decision on an appeal here? And is this one a long shot?
I don't know exactly when. Calling it a long shot. During the trial, they tried to get the judge removed. That didn't happen. They have tried to get him released on bail. That didn't happen. He's got a tough sentence of 23 years. He's 69 years old, said to be in poor health. So it's very likely that he could spend the rest of his life in jail, which is what, of course, a lot of his accusers want to happen. Remember, this case involved only two accusers, two women's cases, but there are dozens of others who claim that Weinstein abused them, attacked them sexually over a long period of time. Those cases happened too long ago or not in New York State, which is why they were not part of this case. There are two criminal cases pending against him in Los Angeles that have yet to happen. So he will probably, almost certainly be held in jail because of that. So, this is far from over. It's a seminal case. It was seems a turning point for the Me Too movement, a new era of justice it was proclaimed as because of the conviction of Weinstein. So there's a lot riding on this. The attorneys for the other accusers have said that the jury has spoken and that a court should not step in as a 13th juror and reverse a conviction. A lot of people will push back against this appeal very vehemently because they think Harvey Weinstein is guilty not only of this, but so much more. Allison?
As you said, Ron, still a long way to go here. Ron Allen, great to see you. Thank you so very much.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.